Starting April 6th, your site will only serve meals on Mondays and Wednesdays. This means that you will report to work at your emergency feeding site on Mondays and Wednesdays only. Your scheduled report hours will continue to be the same, unless we notify you otherwise. So, for example, if we have your work hours set at 11 to 1, they will continue to be 11 to 1, but only on Mondays and Wednesdays. Because we will only serve on Mondays and Wednesdays, meal service will look different. Let's talk about this. On Mondays, sites will receive breakfast and lunch for Mondays, as well as breakfast and lunch for Tuesdays. 2 breakfasts and 2 lunches will be placed into a plastic grocery bag, also known as like a plastic sack or a t-shirt bag. We will also be sending you some brown paper bags and some condiments. These condiments have a short shelf life, so just grab a few for each bag, no need to count out or be specific. When serving, each child will receive 1 plastic sack, 1 hot entree, and 4 milks. On Wednesdays, sites will receive breakfast and lunch for Wednesday, as well as breakfast and lunch for Thursday, as well as breakfast and lunch for Friday. 3 breakfasts and 3 lunches will be placed into a plastic grocery bag. So when you serve the meal, each child will receive 1 plastic sack, 1 hot entree, 6 milks, and condiments. Before meal service, you can preload some of the bags with milk and condiments to help speed up the distribution of the bags. Or if you have administrators that need tasks, like they're just standing around and you want to give them something to do, have them preload plastic bags with milk and condiments. That's a good task for them to do. This is our suggestion on how to serve the meals. When customers arrive, each child will receive 1 plastic bag, which will contain meals. Place the milk into the bag as well as condiments. Remember, just grab some condiments and throw them in there. On Monday, each child will receive 4 milks, and on Wednesday, each child will receive 6 milks. Each child will also receive a hot entree. Place the hot entree into a brown paper bag. To speed up service, combine all the family's hot entrees into 1 paper bag. Example, if a car pulls up asking for meals for 2 children, hand the parent 2 plastic bags of meals and milk, and then put 2 hot entrees into 1 paper bag, and then hand that paper bag to the parent. Also starting on Monday, April 6th, we will be using a new form to record meals. This will replace the yellow and blue papers. This paper will be purple. It is front to back, so it has a front side and a back side. Let's review how this new paper will work and how you will use it starting April 6th when you serve multiple meals at one time. Just like the previous daily sheets, your site name and date and your name will be at the top. Temperatures are also still located on the top and are taken before and after meal service. As a reminder, you record the temperature of the milk cooler under milk. All cold foods that are potentially hazardous foods, like string cheese, yogurt, and eggs, would be recorded under the cold entree. Now we will begin taking temperatures of a hot entree too. Breakfast and lunch meal counts are taken on the same sheet. On Monday, you will need to take meal counts on 2 sheets, 1 for Monday and 1 for Tuesday. Reminder, on Monday you're getting breakfast and lunch for Monday, as well as breakfast and lunch for Tuesday. So one sheet will be dated with Monday's date and the other sheet will be dated with Tuesday's date. When a child is given a plastic bag, 4 milks, and 1 hot entree, a mark will be made on breakfast and lunch on Monday, and a mark will be made on breakfast and lunch for the Tuesday paper. At the end of the day, tally marks on all 4 boxes should be the same number. For example, If you served 182 meals, then 182 tallies should be marked on Monday breakfast, 182 on Monday lunch, 182 on Tuesday breakfast, and 182 on Tuesday lunch. On Wednesday, you will need to take the meal counts on 3 sheets, one for Wednesday, one for Thursday, and one for Friday. At the end of the day, tally marks on all 3 sheets for breakfast and lunch should be the same number. So Wednesday breakfast should be the same as Wednesday lunch, Thursday breakfast, Thursday lunch, Friday breakfast, and Friday lunch. If you served 182 meals, all those boxes, all the tally marks should equal 182 for breakfast and lunch for all 3 days. On the reverse side of the paper of the daily sheet, you will record any meals given to Nutrition Services employees here. After meal service, you will record the total number of breakfasts and lunch meals served to children, add in the meals served to Nutrition Services employees, and take away any dropped or discarded meals. You will continue to record the amount of leftovers served. Then you will sign and date the form. You will do this for all the forms you use for the day. Return these forms and pick tickets to FPC by placing them in the cold delivery cabinet or on a food rack at your site. Now let's talk about how to handle leftovers since we're only going to serve 2 days a week. On Monday, if you have leftovers, the leftover meals need to remain under refrigeration. When calling in your order at the end of Monday, you need to know the total amount of leftover meals. Because on Wednesday, delivery will be of the following. Hot entrees. You'll receive enough for the meals that you have left over from Monday, and the meals being delivered on Wednesday. You will also receive plastic bags, so those grocery bags, with 3 days worth of meals on Wednesday. You will also receive zip top bags of shelf-stable meals. Each bag will contain 1 breakfast and 1 lunch. So you'll need to take these shelf-stable meals and you'll need to put them inside the leftover Monday plastic bags to make a total of 3 breakfasts and 3 lunch in each bag. Let's talk about how to handle leftovers on Wednesday. At the end of service on Wednesday, any meals left over need to be broken down, so you're going to tear them apart. Discard any perishable items. You're going to return shelf-stable items to FPC by placing them inside the cold cabinet or on speed rack. Record the total number of broken down meals under discarded on your paperwork. Finally, the last topic is food safety. To keep food safe, what you need to do is refrigerate the plastic sack, grocery bag, t-shirt bag, meals as soon as they are delivered. During meal service, only pull out the amount of meals that you think you will serve. Do not pull all the meals out of refrigeration. So this works if you have a reach-in cooler. You can push them all into the cooler, pull them out as you need them. If you don't have a reach-in cooler at your school, put as many meals as you can into a milk cooler and serve the meals that are not in the milk cooler first, reserving the meals that are in the cooler. Then, as you need them, pull the meals out of the cooler. At the end of service, any meals left out of the refrigerator need to be broken down because we can't serve them again because they've been pulled out of refrigeration. So what you're going to do with any meals that we didn't serve but are not under refrigeration is you're going to discard the perishable items. So you're breaking them down, take them apart. Discard the perishable items, return the shelf-stable items to FPC, and record the total number of broken down meals under the discarded on your paperwork.